Greetings everyone, Eric here, and welcome back to a new video. In this one we're going to be doing something kind of fun that I wanted to do. So I've been cleaning out my office and just kind of like reorganizing some things, and I thought it would be fun because I found an old guitar pedal of mine. It is the Boss Metal Zone, so which you probably could have guessed by the title of the video. And I was like, you know what? I want to plug this thing in and I want to see how it sounds. I want to see what I can do with it. And see for like the style of music that I play, what kind of tones I can get. Now, the Metal Zone is very infamous for being not a great pedal. And it does kind of earn that moniker. It's got a very harsh tone to it. A lot of times it's very, very bright at times and kind of hissy. But with the style of music that I do, I thought maybe we can make something work. Maybe I can make it work with the kind of doom, sludge metal kind of stuff that I like to produce. So that's what I'm going to do. I have it set up down here. I have a camera pointed at it. You can see. Hi. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of noodle with it on a guitar. I actually have it plugged in. I have a recording over here. And what I'm doing is I'm having it going into my board. I'm not really using my board at all. It's just a pass-through. It's going from my Fender Strat. This is a Fender Stratocaster. It's got a Seymour Duncan hot rail in the neck position. I mainly use neck. My tone knobs are basically cranked full 10. That is going into my Crate Blue Voodoo. It's a 100 watt amp. It's a very old amp. It's actually really old. It's one of the originals. And that's going into the Bagheera power attenuator, the power soak. And then that's going into Reaper. And then I'm using my own cabinet impulses, which are mimicking my my PV XXX cab. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of noodle around and just see how I like this thing. And I'll basically fiddle with some settings here once in a while. Also, I hope... And if you're wondering about the tie, it's so that my beard doesn't smack the microphone as much, although it's probably failing because I can see that the microphone needs to be moved over a little bit, but who cares? It doesn't matter. I'm not very good at this stuff anyway. So basically I'm working with my clean tone here, and these strings are kind of old. They haven't been replaced for a while. I actually have a new pack of strings right here that I need to put on it, but I just wanted to use them as they are. Hell, maybe having some dead strings will help tame some of the harshness. But anyway, let's just kind of... Oh, there's that hissiness that we all love. Let me move the camera down a little bit so you can see my hands. So you can see... There you go. Oh, there's that lovely hissiness that we all love so much. So as you can see, I have the volume up a little bit just because I wanted to kind of balance the audio already. But let's noodle. So basically what you have your volume control over here. Over here you have your distortion, which is at 12 o'clock. Here you have your two-part controls. So this one controls your highs and your lows. So the little middle nub is your highs, and the outer nub is your lows. Now for sludge metal, I want to get a lot more bass in, so I'm going to crank the bass up. I'm going to leave the highs about where they are. Next you have your mid controls. The middle nub is your plus or minus of your mids, and then the little outer nub is actually your mid frequency, so you can kind of pick a frequency you like. So let's just kind of crank. Wrong nub. There we go. So you can see if I turn the middle one down. Let's change the frequency from, it goes from 200 to 5,000 hertz. Okay, that's interesting. So you can see what that's doing. I always take a little bit of mids out anyway, just because metal. And I'm gonna crank the distortion. Ooh, I like that. Where are the mids? Ooh, that's actually not too bad. Add a little bit more highs. Add a lot more bass. There we go. Oh, that's a tone. Pull the volume down a little. Now that is actually a much more usable tone than I actually like that. That's actually not that bad of a tone. Just for kind of context, here is my normal kind of doomy, sludgy kind of tone. So that's using my my Messner Walrus overdrive, pushing a Fuzzrocious Demon pedal. But yeah, and then we can go to this one. Okay, so that's actually a much more usable tone than I thought, actually, especially for this style of music. Obviously, tastes are always going to be a little different depending on the person, and obviously your results are going to vary because you probably don't have my guitar, my pedal setup, my amp, my cabinet. So maybe something in my setup is helping to tame some of that harshness that the Metal Zone is known for. But yeah, no, that's actually kind of usable. I'm actually kind of surprised with that tone. So yeah, I'm actually really surprised with that tone. I might have to actually I might have to tinker with that and see if I can use that in some songs. But yeah, I just wanted to do this video because I found the pedal and I wanted to noodle with it, so this is literally just me having some fun. So, I don't know. I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, if you enjoyed this kind of content, let me know. I just wanted to see how this thing handles Doom, kind of that Doom sludge metal kind of tone. And I guess for what I'm doing, it actually works pretty well. But again, your results may vary. You might get a different tone out of it. You might get a different feel out of it. You might want a different feel out of it. It might not be for you. If it's not for you, that's fine. I know you can pick these things up pretty cheap. So especially if you want the original kind of Boss, because this is one of the originals. This is like right around when they came out. My father had gotten this, so this is an old pedal. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, give it the thumbs up. Subscribe if you want more content. Leave a comment below on what you thought of the tone. If you've used the Metal Zone and with like what setup have you used it with and what your results were. All that kind of stuff. Yeah, let me know if you want to see more of this kind of stuff, like pedal reviews or pedal showcases for kind of the Doom sludge metal kind of sound, because there's not a lot of it out there. There's like a handful of channels that do kind of your Doom, stoner, sludge, like all that kind of stuff, that much more darker kind of groove-based kind of metal. So if you want to see more content like that, let me know. And yeah, this was a little bit of fun for me. It's early in the morning, which is why I seem so tired. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, everybody.